welcome back to our playthrough Drinking Games Fallout 4, where we're playing in a very interesting way.
We have pizza!
Yeah, we're eating dinner. So, at this point, finally, we're getting to the meat of the game, and we're eating Meat Lover's Pizza. But here's where it gets interesting, in that, Spoon and Ryan, aren't allowed to look at the screen while I'm doing this, until one of them finishes a beer, and then they're not allowed to, like, eat or drink, and they have to just play. So, I'm hoping that I get a little bit of time doing this, because I have big plans.
Well, I have some good news for you, Joey.
Yeah?
I ran out of beer a little bit ago, and I forgot to get a new one.
Oh. You should...
Whenever I finish this pizza, I'll take over.
No, you gotta finish a beer, Ryan. Once you finish that pizza, you'll go down and get a beer to finish.
Just run down and get it. The door is open. You don't have to cut audio.
Well, I mean, you know how, like, when your pet is sitting on your lap, you can't move?
Yeah, that's how pizza is.
That's happening.
Pizza is sitting on your lap so you can't move.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
What if I move the pizza?
You're gonna fucking get hit then. That's what's going on there.
That's the... No,
Forget not which one of us has the Bowie knife,
no,
John.
No. It's an appropriate reaction. I would beat the shit out of someone that moved my pizza.
I'm glad that we all understand each other now. So, Joey.
Yeah.
How's that Fallout going since I can't see the screen?
It's going well, thank you. Just, I found us a combat knife, so we're combat knifing.
Oh boy.
What a coincidence. Now 2/3 of us have combat knives.
Exactly.
John, step up your game.
You have mine, asshole!
Yeah, well, see, that's
even worse.
You say you're prepared. You say you're prepared for the apocalypse, but you let someone take your knife, so...
John,
I didn't let him take it!
I mean,
you handed it to me!
To show you!
Yeah, and see
not
how...
to
see how
hold
quickly,
on to!
See how quickly that turned? There's actually a story about, who was it? I think it was Billy the Kid meeting, Buffalo Bill. I might be wrong about the, people, but the story is...
Doc Holliday? Was he involved?
Nah, but the story is that, like, the younger of the two, like Billy the Kid, might have been Jesse James. I doubt it was Jesse James. I'm pretty sure Billy the Kid. But he, like, walked up and found, like, Wild Bill Hickok and was like, yo, like, I'm a big fan. And then he just takes Wild Bill's gun from him and starts, like, doing gun tricks with Wild Bill's gun, and then, like, proceeds to hand it back to him. But Wild Bill's like, what the fuck? But, like, Wild Bill, like, legit thought he was about to be killed because...
I don't blame him.
Another man grabbed his gun. And so...
I think that reflects badly on him that he let him.
Yeah,
Thank you, John!
I know, I'm...
You know what's more embarrassing than being the only of three
I know
guys
I'm saying I'm on your side, but fuck off.
Here's what's worse than being the only guy in a group of 3 guys that doesn't have a knife. Being the guy who had one but lost it to one of the others.
I still have a knife.
That's some true
I
change.
still have one. It's ready to go.
I agree, motherfucker. It's against your throat. This episode of Drinking Games, there's a knife fight on the air.
In a very special episode of Drinking Games, John loses in a knife fight. We bury John.
I mean, it's about time.
What's ironic is that Joey is playing the game, not participating in this knife debauchery, yet he's the only one who's trained in knife fighting.
Yeah, that's actually
really?
hilarious, yeah. So that truly is ironic.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
Yeah, he learned Reiki from a very particular institution.
I mean, I also learned Reiki, and that was a waste of time, but Kali is...
Well, Joey, hold on. Let me set the scene and tell me how many times this has happened. Autumn's had a rough day. You come in and you use that sweet, sweet hand magic to give your lady an intangible massage that just cleanses the negative energy from her body.
You know what? I will tell you with all honesty, I have tried to do that, and you know the response? What the fuck are you doing?
Wait, have you really tried Reiki on Autumn?
I'm like, here, let's just give it a go. And she's like, why are you touching my head like that? And I'm like, yup, that's about right.
I think you might have been fleeced, Joey. I think maybe you shouldn't have taken that class.
I mean, it was free, so...
Oh,
okay. Even better.
So I'd like to take this time to advertise for myself. I'm putting on a clinic where You give me money, and I teach you how to hope that things get better.
Ooh, I actually need that class. What just happened to me? Someone blew me up, so that was embarrassing. But
Mini nuke, grenades.
see, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
Landmine.
a mole rat bit me, and then I exploded.
The hell?
So,
Dude, haven't you studied the lore? Mole rats have nitroglycerin for saliva.
damn, you're right. I think that was mentioned in, like, what, Fallout 2?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I mean, I started playing at 3.
Same.
And I still never finished that game.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
I still haven't finished Skyrim.
Same.
I hate you.
I've been playing
No,
Skyrim
like-
for like 3 years.
Yes, no, like, John saying that, I don't know how much John's played. Ryan saying that, Ryan has beaten everything but the main story. Ryan has killed the Ebony Knight, who you need to be, what, level 81 to fight, and he killed him with one punch. And and yet Ryan hasn't beaten the main story. The average completion level of that is like 30.
I don't want the
Like-
mystery to go away.
The mystery of what?
Of the story and what happens.
Fighting
you know?
Alduin?
Yeah.
Or I guess would the Macho Man mod work on that?
It would.
It is for Xbox. So.
Even still.
So
like,
once
if-
it
if
comes out on Xbox One,
we need to do the Macho Man mod.
yeah.
Please.
I wish they
Oh,
allowed mods
yeah.
on PS4. Shout out to the boys at PlayStation for making a game system that just does not allow that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been waiting to do mods on my PS2 for years now, and they really have not stepped up to the plate.
See, it's really interesting, though, that the reason for that, the reason that mods aren't allowed on the PlayStation, is that Bethesda's been trying to get them to do mods, and PlayStation's like, yeah, I get it, you really want to do this, but we run on Linux, which is open code, so people could just, like, hack their own PlayStations, or worse, hack other people's PlayStations with, like, mods, because it'll just allow backdoors into the fucking game system. But, like, I feel like you should have taken that into account when you, like, one of the most hyped games on your fucking system said at a, like, the fucking keynote about it, hey, we're gonna allow mods. And PlayStation's just like, yeah, we'll figure it out. And then after about a year of that, they're like, no, it's just not gonna happen. Like, why would you just keep saying, oh yeah, it'll happen in March. Oh no, May. May is when it's gonna happen. June. June we'll have those mods. Nope. We ran out of time and effort for it, so it's just not, it's not being done.
You know what that reminds me of a little bit is when I was trying to get my Eagle Scout thing done, I needed to talk to a guy about a project, and Brady, my homeboy, who also became an Eagle Scout, already knew the guy. And so I was like, hey, can you email him and ask if I could do a project for him as well? He's like, oh yeah, sure. So, like, 2 weeks go by, and I say, hey, I haven't heard anything from him. Have you emailed him and asked about me yet? And he's like, oh yeah, no, totally, I took care of it. And then, like, a month goes by, and I'm like, Brady, I'm almost too old for this. Like, I'm running out of time. Did you email him? And he's like, I mean, you asked me, but I had to just diffuse the situation.
What?
Wait, so you just didn't do it, and then when I asked you about it, you lied. It's like, I had to diffuse the situation.
Well, no.
It's any wonder that he grew up to be a drug addict.
Hey, we will not stand
Am
for
I-
slander and libel.
It's not slander or libel if you're speaking factually.
It's one of them, I don't remember which.
No, it's actually neither.
I mean, addict is a strong word.
No, if I said junkie, that's a strong word. If I say addict, that's a disease.
You know what, let's just say agree to agree.
Okay.
I think you might have won that one.
I'm glad we could agree on that situation.
Brady, if you're listening, don't listen to this.
If you're listening, stop doing drugs. Well, some drugs are fine, but the ones you're doing aren't. So, stop. It's not
These damn kids in their nitrous.
That wasn't the timer, was it?
John, you gotta down that beer and take the rein from Joey.
I would
I'm
wait,
close.
but you know, you can do whatever you want. I'm actually gonna quick save here because things have been dicey.
I mean, I don't know what's been going on, but I also don't have a beverage right now, so I'm really counting on John to take it and then just ruin this game.
I mean, if that's what you want, I'm happy to oblige. For reference, I don't play a lot of Fallout. Meaning, I don't play Fallout ever.
For reference, I may actually splice in the recording of John trying to do the tutorial and freaking out.
That was a good time.
I played Fallout 3 for 5 minutes. That's the only kind of...
It was a game tutorial.
John, when I was 10 years old, I got lost in an airport, and I was able to remedy that situation sooner than it took you to do the tutorial of this game.
Sorry, I was trying to quietly burp.
And then ruin the illusion by saying it out loud.
No,
think I
like it's
achieved
better
that.
audio, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, as long as I'm not burping out loud, I think we're good.
Do you have any words with which to defend yourself in how poorly you handled the tutorial?
Not really. I don't play Fallout. It's new territory for me.
It's
I
a
don't
game
play-
tutorial.
I don't play airports, yet when I found myself without any familiar situations, no family members, nothing, I was still able to get to where I needed to be in less time than it took you to open a door in this game.
I don't remember... First off, I don't remember doing the tutorial. I remember swimming in a
You were drunk
lake.
at the time, if that helps. Does that jog your
Yeah.
memory?
No,
I mean,
it doesn't help.
I want to point out that you have the game footage on your computer.
Yeah.
And the audio for that one as well. So I feel like you could very easily figure this one out.
I just remember being in that quarry and swimming through the water in the bottom. That's really all I remember of that. But I'll be done this in a minute, so don't
Oh,
worry.
good. Because I'm about to fight a dude who has a fat boy,
I'm excited.
or fat man.
Well, do you want to do this, or do you want to watch me fuck it up?
I mean, that's on you. That's not, the game is not played through me asking you not to drink.
So, is there a downgraded fat man called, what is it?
Little
Little
Boy?
Boy?
No, that was one in, I think, New Vegas, but, like, I think it was a, like, lighter, but still does the same damage,
Interesting.
John.
So, here's a fun fact. If you add up a fat man and the little boy, but both nukes, what you end up with is Fat Boy Slim, I believe.
I think you're right. Also, fun fact is I just killed that dude, so
Cool.
things have gotten... Also, John, I know you haven't really played much of this game. Just know that a fat man launches nukes.
Alright,
It
well,
is-
I just finished my beer, so
Okay, well,
I'm gonna figure this out.
yeah, here you go. I'm not even pausing, so you better to go for it fast.
Oh my. Ooh.
Okay.
I ran the ball to him.
Wasn't sure if I had to get up or not. Okay.
Go toward that settlement, because it might be yours.
What gun is that?
You're not allowed to be looking at the screen.
It's okay, because I'm not processing any information
10
that's happening.
millimeter.
Really? That's a
It's a starting gun.
it's a redesign of 10mm. I like it.
I was being hit by something, and I don't know what it was.
There are explosions happening right in front of you. I think.
I
that
know.
might have
please,
to
You're
be-
not supposed to be looking.
Can you please quick save? Because I made a lot of progress that you're not going to be able
If you want to tell me how to do that, I would
press,
gladly.
press what is the start button, and
Uh,
then press quick save.
Something happened, and I cannot read it from here.
Your health is low.
Oh God, John, this is dicey.
Please quick save.
I'm gonna get out of here first.
That's a bad idea, John.
You should
Why
do-
is that a bad idea?
Because you're gonna die!
So why is running away from the things that are hurting me a bad idea?
Because, John, everything is trying to kill you.
It's like Australia.
Well, tell me now before I die. What do I do to quick
Pause.
save?
Press start! Christ.
Okay, you're gonna go to the
All right.
quick save option.
I don't have a PS4, so I don't know, okay?
Every
God.
fucking game.
I would also like to point out that the
I
PlayStation
told
does
you.
not have a pause and select, or a
I
start and
told
select
you.
button.
I told you 3 times what to do. That's why I'm upset. It's not that you don't know how to do it. It's that I told you 3 times, and then you asked me how to do it.
I'm having fun.
I'm glad.
So, John, I'm noticing that you. By the way, I'm just gonna be watching you play because I find this hysterical. I'm noticing that you ran through danger, and then after you saved, you just walked back through the things that were trying to kill you
So
and
I don't
ignored
care
them.
at this point.
Are you trying to die like really casually?
I do not know what I am doing.
See, if you just drive down the street with your windows down yelling, "I don't know what I'm doing" to everyone in earshot, I feel like they still won't be very sympathetic when you run something down.
Wait, how do you know what I do in my off time?
So, Joey.
Yeah.
How nervous are you about John now being in control of everything that you've just worked up?
I've made my peace. Like, what happens at this point. I already killed the boss of the area that I wanted to take over. I hope that he continues to take it over, but I don't have any expectations.
Good, because I'm probably going to disappoint.
That's what I figure.
Gotta set the bar low.
And then crawl right under it.
Well,
Did you
I'm
just
dead.
get killed by a dog?
Probably.
A feral dog, John?
I don't know what you guys want from me.
Ryan needs to get another beer.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sorry, I was trying to burp quietly.
I mean, I didn't hear anything, so had you not said that, you would have gotten away with it, too. There are no meddling kids. Not this time.
Except this person.
I can look at the screen.
I know, and I can't read it from where I'm at.
That's a settler.
I'm just gonna bug
I'm
her
back
off.
with delicious and fragrant Heineken. You know, I didn't always like Heineken, but once the prospect of them paying me to talk about them came up, boy howdy, this sure is a tasty, tasty beverage. Just gonna get my lamp keys.
I'm glad you remembered.
You see, John, I never forget the same thing twice. Oh god, just had my first sip. See, what I love about Heineken is that it tastes good when you drink it. And that's really, I think, in a company, that's what I stand for.
That's bad audio. I need you to stop doing that.
Yeah, I gave up.
Okay. But I think that should be the slogan of Heineken.
It feels good on the inside of your mouth.
No, it tastes good when you drink it.
Those Dutch sure do know how to make tasty, tasty beverages.
This doesn't really have anything to do with anything, but at the recording of this, it's the beginning of October, and
Yeah.
what I usually do is spam the Misfits for the entire month.
That sounds
I was
like
just-
more of a chore than something
not
to
really.
enjoy.
Depends what albums.
Yeah,
That's what I was getting to. I was curious, which era do you guys prefer? Do you like Danzig or do you like Michael Graves better?
I really, you see, my thing is that I'm a huge Jerry Only fan.
I think he really knew the direction to take that band.
Yeah,
in.
really,
Right?
him and Greg Ginn are probably my two favorite punk rockers.
Well, who was the third person in that supergroup that we had discussed? Greg Yin, Jerry Only, and
God. I'm trying to...
This wasn't on here, was it?
no, it was not.
I didn't think so.
God, I forget.
It sounded vaguely familiar, but not.
Was it a
familiar.
drummer who ruined things?
Robo,
You mean most
Chuck Biscuits?
drummers?
Well, yeah, it is always drummers that ruin
Drum.
everything.
Fuck off. I heard that.
I'll stop canceling practice. God, I can't think of who it is. I mean, I'll give you Dave Grohl if we're just looking for a drummer. Because Dave Grohl is kind of the worst.
In his defense, he was fine before Kurt Cobain died and everyone knew who he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As soon as people started caring about what he had to do, though, that's where things went down.
Speaking of just shitty shithead Dave Grohl, if Dave Grohl would like to sponsor us or this this YouTube station, feel free to get in contact with us.
No.
And
I'm out then.
we'll play the Foo Fighters elevator music in the background.
Oh, God. I'll shoot myself.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing, is that Kurt Cobain beat you to it.
I don't even know what happened. I lost a leg.
Well, what happened was he
Fuck off!
probably
No!
pulled the trigger with his toes. Although now foul play is being suspected.
I don't trust Courtney.
I mean,
Courtney Love, not... Never mind.
You know what, Courtney Love, if you'd like to sponsor us, I actually really like Hole, so, like, I'd be okay with that.
I mean, I'd rather Kurt Cobain sponsor us, but we would really have to pull some strings to get that one.
See, here's my thing, is that, you guys know, I'm a big Germs fan. And
The trees!
Darby Crash killed himself. Darby Crash, of course, was the lead singer of the Germs. Pat Smear was the guitarist of the Germs.
Mm-hmm.
So then, you have Nirvana, where Pat Smear, after Darby killed himself, was like, that's it, I'm done with music, like, I can't do this anymore. It's too emotional. And then Nirvana is a band, and at a certain point in Nirvana's success, they were like, hey, we need a touring guitarist. I know just the guy. So Kurt calls up Pat Smear and is like, hey, dude, I'm a huge fan of the Germs. I really like what you were doing with that. Would you mind, like, it would be a huge honor if you played guitar for us as, like, a touring guitarist.
P.S. I promise not to shoot myself in the face.
Well, it didn't say that. And there were no
You gotta read between the lines,
No, there were
Joey.
no promises made, and Pat Smear's like, yo, I'm a big fan of yours, too.
He heavily implied that he was going to not shoot himself
let's
in the
not
face.
put words in Kurt Cobain's mouth, because here's the
Because
thing.
they'll fall right out.
Exactly. Because here's the thing, is that, Pat Smear's like, yo, I'm a big Nirvana fan, let's do this. So he becomes the touring guitarist, and then Kurt Cobain kills himself. So what I'm getting to is, Pat Smear is the current guitarist for the Foo Fighters, and I really fucking hope Dave Grohl kills himself.
There was a slow build there, but I'm really... That's promising. Hell, I need to get in touch with this Pat Smear fella. See if I can make him work his magic. What now? Do you think? And there are a couple ways that this could go.
Right.
Do you think that this is just a really unfortunate thing that keeps happening to Pat Smear, or do you think he's just really like accidentally dropping really subtle hints for people to shoot themselves in the face?
Ooh, because I kind of like both of those. I really like the idea of him just subtly, maybe just gaslighting people until they finally pull the trigger.
Yeah.
But
Like, hey, Kurt, if you mess up that lyric again, maybe you should just go kill yourself or something.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, is life really worth living if you're not a musician like, I don't know, Bob Dylan? Like, I'm picturing just comparing them to other people and being like, yeah, you're pretty good compared to, say, Creed, but if you're looking for, like, you'll never be, John Lennon. And then just keep doing that.
It's fun that you would do that because fun fact about Nirvana is that they actually started as a Creed cover band.
That I feel like explaining that joke makes it so much worse. But I feel like for context, they actually started as a Creedence Clearwater Revival cover band.
Well, yeah, but that band shortened its name to Creed later on in its career, did they not?
I was having actually a fun conversation yesterday because Autumn saw the new Ron Howard Beatles documentary that's now on Hulu. Hulu, if you'd like to the Beatles, if you'd like to sponsor us. Ron Howard, if you'd like to sponsor us. I'm a huge Andy Griffith fan.
I really want to get sponsored by George Harrison.
Yes, but with that, I was asking her, like, yeah, so, how was it? She's like, it was amazing. I'm like, yeah, well, you say that, but you're like, an insane Beatles fan. So, I was asking, like, so, like, legit, is it worth seeing? She's like, there's a lot of things on there that I didn't even know. I'm like, okay, interesting. Did it cover, their rivalry with Creed? And so, I just started going on. Like, oh yeah, in the 1990s, where Creed and the Beatles were bitter rivals. The East Coast, West Coast, East Hemisphere, West Hemisphere.
They actually did one collaboration as the Creedles, but it didn't last long, and that's what drove the rift further and further between them.
Exactly. Speaking of creeds, I found something interesting out, and Ryan, I already told you about that, but, it's something that's worth bringing up. And that's that, I had to Google, because I knew someone would have done the math, and someone did do the math. The Apostle Judas, betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. And I wanted to know how much that was today. John, would you like to guess how much 30 pieces of silver would be worth today?
More than whatever I'm thinking of.
Well, I don't know. How much are you thinking of? Just give me a ballpark. There's no wrong answer. I mean, most answers are wrong answers, but, like, for the sake of it...
How much... let's do it this way, actually.
Yeah.
How much money would I have to pay you to betray the savior of our world, Jesus Christ?
Oh, God, I have no ammo.
How much money would I have to give you?
I'm thinking,
And throw on your best friends with him, too.
Yeah, that too. Like,
yeah.
You're not giving up a stranger. Like, you know Jesus personally.
Yeah.
And, a couple $100 million. I don't want to crack $1 billion.
See, that seems right. Like, I feel like that is a good answer.
Christ, get out of here.
Yeah, like 300, 500 million. Like, that seems like...
Yeah.
Maybe not an appropriate amount to betray the savior of all that is good and holy. Rest in peace. Portion up for your homies, Jesus Christ.
Reasonable as a human being.
But it's believable that someone would do that.
Yeah.
Judas Iscariot, the apostle of Jesus, betrayed our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for about $3,500.
Wow.
A used car.
Yeah.
Which I guess would be worth a lot back then, because they didn't have cars.
Yes. But I just love that. Like, to put in perspective, I went on Car Sense to look for, like, the cheapest used car I could on Car Sense. And it was, what was it? About $9,000. So, about a third of that is what it would take to,
I mean, well, hold on.
It's even...
How many components of a car are really that necessary? Like, do you think you could do away with 2/3 of the functions of a vehicle and still have something that you can drive around?
Well, I mean, probably. But here's my thing, is that, even if someone just came up to me and was like, hey, I will pay you this much to kill another human being, I feel like I would... I don't know if I would for that amount of money, and that's saying something. Like, you guys know me.
Well, yeah, it depends on the human being, I guess.
Yeah. But, like, even if it's like, hey, kill this shithead, it's like, wow, $3,500? What? You must not want him dead. Like...
Well, maybe you would add the addendum to the contract that if you get caught, maybe, like, you have him pay some of your bail or whatever like that.
I feel like really, the real thing is that I would be the price of human. Okay, let's do it this way. Kill a stranger. How much would it take you to do that?
Well, I mean,
I want it to be a stranger first, so
$10,000.
10,000, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I got a list of people.
Okay,
for it.
wait. Do they have to witness it? Does the
Does
person
you
paying?
have-
Does
No.
the person paying have to witness it?
No, but you need to bring back proof. Like, they're not just gonna blindly believe you.
okay.
They're paying you, what, 10,000? They're not just gonna roll over with that. They don't
I don't know,
trust you.
could I convince the person that I'm supposed to kill to get their teeth extracted for that?
No, you have to kill them.
Because I'm trying to work my way around this.
No, you're not working. I'm not asking you how much money would it take for you to work your way around killing someone. How much money would it take for you to pull that fucking trigger?
Like an honest man.
Yeah, exactly. Like a career.
$100,000.
100,000. Okay, Ryan.
And even then, I have some gripes with that.
I mean, yeah, you'll have some gripes with that, but that's the money it'll take.
You know, one thing that people are going to learn about me is that I just sort of have a general distaste for humanity. So honestly, like, if I could get 5,000 for this, like, that's probably enough. For
Really,
me.
that's impressive. See, I feel
Yeah.
like mine's 30,000. I feel like that's my anything less than that. I feel like is insulting.
Like, I acknowledge that it would eat me up inside, and I would, like, obviously never be the same human being again for killing a potentially innocent man.
5,000's just enough to not be the same person anymore.
Yeah, like, if I do, if I get 5,000 for that, like, I think that's just enough to be that's my low ball. 5,000 is enough just to sort of, like, temporarily combat the eternal pain and suffering that comes with the weight of killing another human being.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to more. Like, I'll take a tip or whatever. I'll do it all day long for $5,000 a piece. But $5,000 is probably, like, my limit.
Okay. Let's see. That's all of us still said more.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, God, I don't know what you are. Can someone please finish a beer? I don't know what's happening.
I'm trying, man.
I'm making some good progress. No, I'm not.
Well, we both finished half, so you
I-
want to just split the difference, and Ryan, you pick up the controller?
It's not how this game works.
No,
Joey.
it's literally not. I'm just really trying to put John out of his misery, but let's keep John miserable.
Oh, God, I have...
This is what you get for getting food poisoning the other day.
Yeah.
Sorry. That still boggles my mind.
Stop
because
eating warm meat, John.
It's not warm! I was eating out of the same packet for the last few days.
Well, that's probably your issue.
John, I drove here with unrefrigerated sushi and then just ate it while I was here.
You're
And
also...
Whoa!
I mean, I threw it out the next day, but, like, I was...
Whoa, well,
No,
I'm
I
glad
was-
to hear you're a problem solver, John.
No, because there was another one in there that was unopened, but, like, I was already eating out of that with no problems. So I don't know what the hell happened.
It expired.
I guess!
You know?
Maybe you have a
Like-
tapeworm.
Like, I've been
I
I've been drinking the same milk for 3 months, but it just came out chunky today. I don't know what happened.
Here's the real solution.
Hold on, what kind of meat was it?
Turkey.
Okay, see, I was picturing bologna.
No, fuck that.
That doesn't
Okay.
go bad.
Okay.
Turkey you can tell because I think it gets like sour and pinkish.
Ugh.
I mean, honestly, it's not bad.
Oh, yeah, you can taste the difference, but I did not taste a noticeable
Turkey,
difference.
when it goes bad, you can taste the difference.
Like
Turkey, if you want to sponsor us for that great motto,
Oscar Mayer, get at us!
I enjoy sour
Thanksgiving's
things.
coming up. All I'm
So-
saying.
So having turkey that's a little bit past its prime was fine for me.
But
But I also have like the strongest stomach of anyone that I've met. So I could sort of see where that would be a bad idea.
Hey, John, what level are you?
2 still? Or I just started 3? Which one's...
Did you use a perk yet?
I don't... Which one's the level gauge? Is that the one in the middle?
That's your map. That tells you what direction you're going in.
And
oh
that
my
tells you-
god!
That tells you how much I've played Fallout!
No.
Have you never seen the letters S, W, E, N?
I cannot
like,
see them from here. I've established
my-
already. I cannot read from
you
here.
need to get glasses. I just like to picture that he thought his level was constantly rotating.
It seems that when I face this way, I get a lot more experience.
You're not drunk enough for this, man.
Talking to me, yeah, that's the problem. I have a high tolerance.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you're not drunk enough to justify this. This is sad.
Considering the fact that I've never played this game and I cannot read from here, yeah, I think I'm justified.
John, it's a video game. John, they're not very different. Like, I have not played a single game where I start it and I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. Like,
hold on, I'm trying to kill a two-headed deer.
Are you out of bullets?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I was gonna say, I guess you've also never hunted before because you just walked up to a deer and pistol whipped it as if that's how it worked. Is this how you get venison? I don't know.
changing the game.
So, rad stags, 2 heads, do you think that inhibits their running?
They're still fast, but they also have, like, 6 legs.
Oh, I did not see
2 of
that.
which do not function.
Ooh.
They're just, like, coming out the torso.
So they're like rudimentary legs?
They're like, I'm trying to think of the word.
Vestigial would be like
Yeah,
the
no,
actual...
they're like gimp legs. Like, they're not functioning fully.
Do you think they can use them to, like, pick up food and raise it to their mouths?
I wish we got to know more about them, really.
If you see any laying around, like, informational literature on the rad stags, John, I'd be fascinated to know more about their, really what makes them tick and how they work.
Yeah, so,
Do they jump in front of 2 cars at once?
Yes, but cars don't work, so it makes it real hard. They jump in front of them, but they still live.
I forget, have either of you ever hit a deer before?
Nope.
Driving?
I hit a raccoon, so no.
That's... The way that was phrased.
Loving the syntax on that bad boy.
Just gotta compare it first.
I thought about hitting the deer, but then I swerved and went for a raccoon instead.
No, I was coming back from a show with my friends.
My favorite thing about that is that your calendar on your wall is Guardians of the Galaxy with, what's the raccoon's name?
Bradley Cooper.
Sparky the raccoon.
Rocket.
No, I think it's Sparky.
No, it's Joe.
John,
it's Rocket.
John, I'm very familiar with the Sonic universe. And his name is Sparky.
You son of a bitch. Okay, if we're going on pronunciation, I would just like to let you know there's a comic universe called the Amalgam Universe.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Okay, so I forget what the fuck I was watching. But
Sparky the raccoon.
No, Sonic
Adventures.
Someone had brought up the Amalgam Universe, but they called it the Amalgam Universe.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. And this is someone that's, like, fairly smart, so I'm surprised... Oh god, I'm in water. I gotta get out. So I was surprised that... I'm still in water, that they called it that.
So I'm gonna point something out for you two gents. For some reason, after I started the timer, it stopped working. I feel like it's been about 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, probably. 38. You want to go for 40 and make it 2 episodes?
Yeah, that's not gonna work. So let's just... thanks for attending this very special episode. This very special, longer episode.
Yeah, I want to go try and die now.
No, I'd rather you didn't do that.
Well, you
What the fuck?
Oh, good. This game is actually... it's John-proof.
What?
We need more functionality like this in video games. You have to set it to idiot mode, and then...
Okay,
Alright.
there we go.
Alright, well, thanks.
I just want to get out of here. Oh god.
Here, just pause it, man.
I just want to get out of the water is what I meant.
No, I know. Just pause it. You're good.
Christ.
Okay. So, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe.
If you want to get one of us therapy, please, probably me.
Especially you. New episode next week, where we hopefully do more now that we're a couple beers in. Feeling good. Be able to down these faster. Shout out to Nazilla. Apologies to the people of Boston, Massachusetts. Anything else y'all want to add?
No. I would like it if the people of Boston, Massachusetts would sponsor us.
Yeah,
That would be great.
get at us.
One of my favorite boxers, John L. Sullivan, is from Boston. Boston Strong Boy, so I mean, you know, we have common ground there.
We too want to be chummed and thrown in Jita's fucking face. So that helps. I think that's it. So like, subscribe, harass John.
Yeah, please.
Visit Boston, it's lovely this time of year.
Kill the homeless. But only because they don't have it. Actually, just give the homeless internet connections and ask them to subscribe.
That's probably best for everyone.
Anything else? We're good?
I'm good.
Okay. John?
I'm good.
Okay. See you next time.